everyone, my name is SJ Lee. This is my YouTube channel, Moonstruck Journals, and I'm going to do a quick flip through of this little, sorry, I'm going to do a flip through of this little journal that I tried to turn into an art journal. It's a little weird, but I'm going to show it to you anyways. This journal, I don't know what brand that is, but I got it from jetpens.com, and it had Tomoe River paper, which is a favorite of mine. Started it on June 9th, 2020 and finished it this past January. Honestly, I did not work in this past January. I went to go work in it and fill in some of the pages, and I just realized that my time with this journal was done. I had no desire to work in it. And that'd been happening for months, and then I'd been kind of beating myself up about it, and I just decided, hey, no need to beat yourself up about it. Just put the end date, archive it, and move on, and that's okay. So if you have a journal that you need to let go of, and you don't want to because you feel bad about it, feel free to use this video as permission to be kind to yourself and just archive it. It's totally up to you. This is definitely a very different type of art journal that I've ever done. This, I will say, is actually a sticker that I created last June. I'm sure you're aware, but there were several televised murders of Black community members, including George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and last June kicked off a bunch of Black Lives Matter rallies. This is not the first time there's been Black Lives Matter rallies. I don't think it'll be the last time. However, oh gosh, I don't even know if it was, no, it was last year. Sorry, the time frame with the pandemic, everything just feels so crazy. I really wanted to participate in the protests, but I have a lot of anxiety around crowds, especially with everything else going on. So I found a different way to contribute, and essentially I designed this sticker and then a neon version of this sticker, and I sold them, and then all of the proceeds from this sticker I donated to my local chapter of Black Lives Matter. And then I put this one in the notebook because there's actually a flaw where there's like a scar. It kind of looks like a scar on her forehead, but that's not part of the design. So I just archived it here in this notebook. And then this journal was just really about using supplies, doing kind of experiments. It's a very different approach to art journaling than what I normally do. I enjoyed doing it. There are a couple pages where I just watercolored the pages. I really love the way that watercolor looks on Tomoe River paper, and I just couldn't bring myself to cover these pages. So there's a couple more throughout. Some of these glued images are not images that I feel strongly about in any particular way, but they were just in my stash for so long, and I just needed somewhere to put them, and this kind of became that. Again, I would call this journal completed in the sense of my time with this journal is completed, but I would not call it a completed journal, which is a little rare for me. But I just realized I was beating myself up so much about not finishing it that it was actually impacting my ability to work in other journals, because I was making myself feel bad and saying like, well, you can't work in that one because this one's not done. And it just got really kind of maladaptive. And so just gave myself permission to let it go. Let's see. All the pages were pre-watercolored, and then I went through and just added some materials on top of them. Magazine clippings, rub-ons, all sorts of things. Storm. I collect a small amount of Funko Pops, and I always take them out of the box. Kudos to anyone who keeps them in the box, but mine come out of the box. And then I cut up the box and use it in my journal. Dun, dun, dun. Just some more pages. Catwoman. Oh, this was an alcohol ink painting that got messed up, so I just glued it in here as a background. Don't really know what was going on with this page, but that's all right. Dun, dun, dun. And there it is. That's that journal. So, you know, it's completely okay to have unfinished journals in your stash. It's completely okay to have journals that you don't fully resonate with or aren't these masterful works of art. And I will be filming a couple more flip throughs and sharing them, so I hope you'll consider subscribing, and I will see you at the next video. Thanks!